My name is Nadine Renbarger, and I am the Senior Advisor with Healthcare Management Solutions, also known as HMS. An immediate jeopardy situation is one in which the providers, suppliers, and laboratories' noncompliance either has already caused serious injury, serious harm, serious impairment, or death, or is likely to cause serious injury, harm, impairment, or death in the very near future. It's the most serious citation that can be issued, and it also carries with it the most serious sanction. It's critical to act promptly because an immediate jeopardy means that somebody's either already been harmed or is likely to be harmed in the very near future. So it's critical that surveyors identify an immediate jeopardy as soon as possible and notify the providers so that they can correct the situation as soon as possible. It kind of depends on when the immediate jeopardy is identified. So the state survey agency may get a complaint or a facility reported incident, which is also called a FRI. And if they look at that complaint or FRI and it indicates that somebody could be at risk of serious injury, harm, impairment, or death, then they're required to initiate a complaint investigation within 2 business days of receipt of that complaint or FRI. Now, CMS has changed that time frame to 3 days for complaints and FRIs. And if the facility reported incident shows that facilities put safeguards in place, then they have up to 7 days to investigate. But CMS has not indicated when that is going to be effective. So they're working that out with each state separately. So right now it's still 2 days until the state's informed that it'll be 3. The other time frame is when surveyors are on site and they identify an immediate jeopardy. So when they think they have enough information to call the immediate jeopardy, then they should gather the information and provide it on an IJ, what we call an IJ template, which is an immediate jeopardy template, and provide that to the administrator as soon as possible so that they can make corrections and remove that immediate jeopardy situation. So the process begins when the surveyor or the survey team identifies concerns related to the health and safety of individuals that could pose an immediate risk to their health and safety. So that then becomes the primary focus of the survey. They should focus their observations, interviews, and record reviews on gathering as much information as they can to either rule in or rule out the immediate jeopardy. If they believe they do have an immediate jeopardy, then they notify their supervisor and they prepare what's called an immediate jeopardy template. The immediate jeopardy template has to document 3 components of an IJ. The first is whether or not there's noncompliance. So they have to show noncompliance. The second is, does that noncompliance pose a risk of serious injury, serious harm, serious impairment, or death? And then the third component is whether or not there's a need for immediate action. So the surveyor or survey team has to document that on the IJ template. And then once it's approved by the supervisor and they confirm that there is an immediate jeopardy, then they provide that to the administrator, and the administrator hopefully will take immediate action to remove the immediate jeopardy. The surveyor will ask for a removal plan. And if they get that removal plan before they exit, then they can verify whether or not the IJ has been removed while they're on site. If they leave and exit that facility while the immediate jeopardy is still going, then the state survey agency will send notification to the provider that they have 23 calendar days to remove the immediate jeopardy. And then the surveyor will go back on site to verify that removal. There are a couple of ways that HMS can support the states. We have a pool of highly skilled trained surveyors. So when states need additional support in the field, then the HMS surveyor can either accompany the survey team and supplement it, or they can actually conduct the survey for the state. They use the same protocols, the same information. They've been trained the same way. And if they're on site and identify an immediate jeopardy situation, then HMS has developed a process for review and approval of that IJ prior to communicating with the state agency. So the quality analyst will work with the survey team on site, the HMS surveyors, to make sure they've gathered sufficient information before it gets submitted to the state. Another way that HMS will help the states working with immediate jeopardy situations is by providing learning opportunities. So it's important that staff are highly trained on how to identify an immediate jeopardy, and HMS can work with the surveyors and the state agency staff in how to identify an IJ, how to document an immediate jeopardy, what to put on the IJ template. We have scenarios that we can review so that the surveyors can identify the differences between an IJ and other types of deficiencies. So the other way that we can work with the state agency is also by the tools that HMS has developed. So we have a lot of tools that will assist in identifying the immediate jeopardy situation. As I indicated, there's some certain scenarios that we have. And then we also have, for example, immediate jeopardy templates that have already been developed, quality review tools that can be used by managers, et cetera. So there's a lot of tools that HMS has that we can share with the states that will help them in making sure the staff understand what an immediate jeopardy is. First of all, the QA analyst is an employee of HMS. So they're the individuals that work closely with the HMS team when the team is on site. They have regular communication with the team. When the team feels that they have enough information to call an immediate jeopardy, then they're going to talk with the QA analyst. The QA analyst will ask questions, make sure that they have enough observations, interviews, and record reviews to complete the IJ template and to call the immediate jeopardy.